Good, my people. See where we at. Live and direct ski from the tub ski. Another 5 completed. Beautiful last day as well. But 5k done. So I did the 5k from the vlog ski and the last one, and I got another couple runs in between then. I did a 5 and then even a 7.5. This has been my first run in 4 days, which isn't bad. But I trained legs back to back Monday, Tuesday, and my ankle just was like, no, bro, what are you doing? It completely just, I don't know what I did, but it was very, very sore to the point where I was having to ice it and stuff like that. So I've took 4 days off, but we're back ski. And I can't lie, even on that one, I was like, I don't really want to do this. I feel like my ankle might flare up. And it was very stiff to begin with, but then slowly got a bit better. And then eventually it was calm ski at the end. We're getting there, man. The bricks are slowly getting stacked. I think that's 5 runs now in total. 5 runs in 2 weeks as well, which isn't bad considering. Feeling good, man. Blessed, grateful. Life's good, man. Live from the tub ski as well. But if you can see the shreds, they're coming back as well. Hey, 2.0. Well, not 2.0. The OG's landing. I've missed the float so much. And that's why I've not even vlogged the last couple runs, because I've just been so into it. Just taking everything in, really. Because it's been such a long time since being able to run. Just fully been soaking it all in. But I've missed this so much, man. Can't really believe it that I spent that long without it. I felt it almost make everything else better as well. I feel even more energized and looking forward to do certain tasks. Waking up every morning like gassed with another day, do you know what I mean? I'm naturally like that in general, but with running back in my life, I feel like it's kind of times 10 in a sense, because I'm waking up on, say, the Monday thinking, yo, we're back, man, it's time to run again. And then even the following day when I'm not running, I'm like, right, let's heal the body, let's look after myself, just so I can run the following day. Super beneficial, man. And then even in normal day-to-day like life, I feel like I'm just naturally in a better mood and have better energy levels with everything I'm doing, and a bit more present with everything as well. Running's the key, man. It does a lot more than you realise. That's exercise in general. You're basically putting yourself in a meditative space when you exercise, because during that exercise you don't really think about anything else. Your mind's very clear. It's not oftentimes we can be in that mental space. I was even reading something and it was basically saying there's so much everything that the nothingness is kind of hidden in a sense. We're so entranced by experiences and doing things and like just some things that we kind of forget and neglect the nothings and like the quiet moments and the empty moments in a sense where you're just at peace. I feel like at times we don't really just sit still and just take in them peace and quiet moments. We're always trying to be entertained or do something or see something. And that could be anything, like any sort of experience, whether that be like social media, watching something, going to somewhere, almost be like stimulated 24/7. But sometimes we need to just sit back and appreciate the peace at times and just, I don't know, just be in quietness sometimes. Literally right now, for example, I'm sat in a tub of cold water, just doing nothingness, and it's mad peaceful, man. Well, yeah, man, I feel like sometimes we need to strip back things and just enjoy peace and nothingness. Because I was even thinking, like, when in people's days do you just do nothing? Actually just do nothing. Even say if you're traveling, everybody's on the phone. Nobody's just sat in the train letting time go by and being at peace. Everybody's just constantly scrolling or being entertained by something. It's a bit mad, really, in that sense. Yeah, man. Try to strip back sometimes and just enjoy the peace. That's why I go on walks a lot. No phone, no social media, not even music. And just walk, bro. And just listen to the sounds that are being made. You know what I mean? And they're the best times as well to create new ideas. I find when I go on walks, I think of fresh things and fresh new ideas. Because your mind's just at rest then. You're not paying attention to anything else. It's just creating from a restful state, you know what I mean? But I think your boy needs to get out of here because I'm kind of like shivering right now. Done about 8 minutes. Can't lie, you guys have helped me along with that. But I need to get out, get a shower ski done, and get some fuel in. because, as you already know, the boy's fasted. Ooh. We're getting there, man. Reski's loading. Not long. Not bad to say, I was literally disabled about 3 months ago. It's madness when I even think of that, you know. Peace, bro. And we created a new one. This one, tangerine juice. Look at that, man. Sensational, this one. We're about to do a little store run. I low-key need to do a big re-up, to be fair, but I'll probably do it maybe tomorrow or the day after. But I forgot to say, actually, what was mad on the run, on the last 1k, this Land Rover pulls up to the side of me, this big Defender, and I was like, is this guy gonna complain that I'm running? Because man do that for some reason. If you run on a country lane or on the road where there is no pavement, drivers will just sometimes, not all the time, just the ones that are just idiots, will just pull up and say, what are you doing? And it's like, bro, what do you want me to do? Just not go for a run? You don't say anything to cyclists, but for some reason they just be chatting. I genuinely think it's because they feel kind of insecure about the fact that you're running and they're not. They kind of feel bad within themselves in a sense. That's my guess anyway. But yeah, this Land Rover pulled up next to me and I was like, he's about to say something annoying, i.e. move or what you doing, blah blah blah. He was like, are you Joshua? And I was thinking, why is this guy know my name? And then I look at him and I'm like, I recognise you from somewhere. And he goes, yeah, we were in the same ward. Everything clicked. When I was in hospital with my neck break and my leg break, he was in the same ward as me. He's about a similar age as me as well. The reason why he was in, he had a mad work accident where basically he came into the hospital holding his own arm. So his arm had almost cut off pretty much. When he told me what had happened, I was like it really put my situation into perspective and kind of made me feel a little bit better really when I was actually in hospital. So yeah, that's why he was in there, pulled up to me when I was running. He knew my story as well, as in a sense where I've been trying to do all these marathons and I've been my main thing is my fitness, and that I'd already done a marathon and I was ready to do another marathon. And he knew all that. The time he sees me is when I'm running again. When everything hit, I was just like, what is going on right now? Everything just connected at the perfect time. And the fact that he was driving it as well, again, is crazy. I thought he was gonna lose his arm. So he was basically telling me that he had to get part of his leg cut off and put into his arm. And now his elbow as well doesn't move in the normal plane of motion. It moves on the opposite way. He showed me, it was a bit mad. I was like, geez. But you know what was sick? The guy was happy. It gassed me up. I'd seen him how down bad he was at the time when we were both in hospital, and the guy was just there smiling. I could tell he was gassed to see that I was running as well. And then I was even shocked that he was driving, because honestly, bro, if you would have seen him back when I was in hospital, you probably thought he was never going to be able to do a thing again. But the fact that he was driving was mad. Brand new Defender as well. I was like, new wheels as well, bro. He was gassed. That's what was crazy about the situation though. The guy was actually happy. He was bare smiley. But it just shows, man, if you're in a situation where something rough has happened to you, that doesn't have to be the end of the story. Do you know what I mean? My man's gassed. He's got a reattached arm and he's happy with life. It just shows, man. You can't let something define you. Whether that be an L you've took or a situation that you're in. But crazy, man. I was honestly shook, man. The fact he saw me as I was running, I was like, what? Crazy, man. Honestly, bro, there's only one answer for that. Honestly, just God, man. The guy just be doing stuff, I swear. But Your boy needs to get some groceries, man. Refuel up, because we got legs later as well. And we back, man, back on them 2 days. I've missed them. I've missed them a lot. What's good, my people? You already know where we're off. The Labski. And I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you right now. I probably shouldn't be doing this session. My ankle, like, it's kind of hurting to walk a little bit after doing that run, but we're still hitting the lab. I'm just going to be careful with it in a sense and just work around it. As I said, man, I can't really miss a day. I wouldn't advise you to do this, what I'm doing right now, but I'm doing it. I don't know what it is when it comes to training and the gym. If I haven't gone, I just feel irritated. I don't know why. And I can even be tired and sore. But if I don't go to the gym or train, I'll just feel irritated. Like, it's like my day's not complete. Is it just me that gets like that? I don't know. Maybe it's me. I was in the crib then editing the vlog and my ankle's hurting. In the back of my head I was thinking, I don't know if it's a good idea if I go to the gym, you know. But then I was like, I can't not go to the gym. And I just kept going back and forth in my head, and then I nearly didn't go. I was in the middle of packing my bag and I thought, this is stupid, man, what am I doing? I was packing my bag, then I looked at the time and thought, I can't even get an hour's worth of a session in. It's stupid for me to even go. But then I had the thought, 15 minutes is better than nothing. So that's where we're going, man. Quick lab session, but I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna do any plyo work or jumping stuff. I'll try to keep it mainly machines. I'm only going there really just to scratch the itch. I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing that I'm going right now. I think it just depends on your perspective, really. Still on no caffeine as well. So no coffee, none of that. I'm not necessarily against caffeine, to be honest. I think caffeine's one of them things that if you have a good relationship with it, it's completely fine, I'd say. But I think it's when you get to the point where you have it multiple times and it's every day. I was at that point prior to my injury, and it gets to the point with caffeine where you're not even tired, you're just not caffeinated. And that became my issue with it, because I was feeling tired, but then I realized I'm not actually tired, I'm just not caffeinated. You can even look at it from a deeper perspective and deep, like, yo, if I'm taking this drug every day, because let's not get it twisted, it is a drug, am I actually being myself, or am I being my caffeinated self? Do you know what I mean? Like, because you're under a substance. And if you're under a substance every day, you are kind of victim of that substance. With the injury, it's kind of been an easy transition into having no caffeine. And honestly, I feel way better for it. My energy level's just at a more naturally high state now. Whereas when I was having caffeine, it was so high and then almost so low because of the natural caffeine crash that you do get. And even for workouts, you know, I kind of have preferred not having caffeine, because I know it's like a big thing now for people to have pre-workout and have coffee and that before sessions. But I enjoy the natural high you get from the workout itself, do you know what I mean? For example, the runner's high. And even if you're doing a heavy lift, just fully engrossing yourself into the lift, if that makes sense. And feeding off your own energy and your own vibe of the session, rather than what the caffeine's doing for you. You get what I mean? But now I've literally not had a coffee. Well, actually, no, I did have one. I had one early last week. I just thought, yo, let me try it. Let me see what it's saying. My sensitivity was crazy, like incredibly weak. I'm not joking, it actually felt like I was on drugs. In a way, it was kind of good, but I would definitely not be doing it on a daily basis. Like, I've not had one since then, and it's been a week. Because I think it's just too much, man. It was that strong, you know. I was thinking, like, you know what, I low-key could just go out on this. As in, I could go to a motive and just have a lot of caffeine and that be my thing. Which sounds a bit mad, really. Allow the drinking, I'll just have bare coffee. And that's another thing as well. I'm almost at a year's no drinking, no alcohol, which is a bit mad, really. I don't really know the exact date. It wasn't really a task I set myself out to do. it kind of just came naturally, really. I got to the point with drinking where I was just like, I don't really want to do this anymore. Just wasn't really seeing the gain. The injury helped massively with that. When I'm injured and I can't move, the last thing I'm going to do is drink. Well, actually, to be honest, that could be somebody's first choice to do, actually. But to me, it was the last thing I wanted to do, is drink alcohol. But with drinking, I've literally seen no gain. So I genuinely don't think I'm going to be rushing back into it. I'm not saying I'm done forever, because you don't really know, innit? You never know. But from my perspective, it's not a thing I'm looking forward to doing. Do you know what I mean? So with that being said, I probably won't be doing it much, if at all, really. Because I never really see a gain out of it. You just be waking up the next day tired. You don't have energy. And when it comes to training as well, it ruins your training. I've had to do workouts days after drinking in order to get the drink out my system, if you know what I mean. Because I know if I sweat excessively, I'll get rid of it and I'll feel better. But why would you ever want to do that? I only ever want to train to feel good, not use it as a crutch to get rid of the way I'm feeling. In terms of performance, it's just pointless. You're just detrimenting yourself, really. But I'll see how it is anyway. But it's definitely something I'm not rushing into. But I don't know if you can tell, we had the lab ski. And of course, we had the back ski. Probably a 45-minute legs. To be honest, that's enough time. A little bit of quads and then a little bit of balance work. But I ain't going to go too crazy on my ankle. I already know that this is one of those sessions where I don't really want to do it, to be real. But I know after it, I will feel better. So, let's go do it, man. What is good, my people? Good morning. It's like 8 AM right now, Sunday ski. Before anything, you already know, we gotta get hydrated, man. Let me show you the cheat code. So we're gonna do 1 liter of water. This is like 3/4 full right now. I'm gonna show you the cheat code to make it easier to drink loads of water. So if you struggle to drink a lot of water, this is the cheat code. Need some hot water. Get a little bit in there. trust me, a lot easier. And now, the final step. Couple pinches of Celtic salt. It's gonna get you hydrated way more than normal water. With this one, I literally just chug it. I've gone 8 hours without having any water. I tried to get this one in the system as quick as possible. Now we gotta load this tub. These are the days when the tub is real. It's not even that warm outside right now. It's windy and it's a bit wet as well. So today gonna be a tough one. But we still gonna do it. It's good, my people, and you see me reporting live. Sunday sesh, Dunsky. A1 session though, that. I basically did upper, but in a functional way. I need to vid that sesh, to be fair, or make a full like TikTok about it or whatever. Probably one of my favourite sessions to do. Proper refined it now. And it's honestly A1. Next time I will film it for you, man, because honestly it's on point. I did a sled row and a functional shoulder press where you're on your knees, pause, and a farmer's walk. I did some neck work, some core, some bicep work, but all in like a functional manner. It's a wavy session though, that. I'm slowly starting to regain that normalness again with training. Obviously nutrition was always on point. Got the running as well. So things are starting to get back to normal, man. I've missed the routine, I cannot lie. I went from being super busy, training twice a day, to then nothing. But now it's slowly starting to come back. The only thing missing now is just work, pretty much. I thought a lot of you knew what I did for work. If you don't know, I model for a living. I'm hoping I haven't been giving off trapper vibes, because now that I'm thinking about it, with my schedule, it's probably looking like that right now. Guys just going gym whenever he wants, training whenever he wants. We don't do that. But with the injury, I've had to like put a stop to that pretty much. Soon we'll be back at it and we'll bring you along, man. Bring you on set. It's a vibe, man. What's crazy as well, a few days before the injury, I literally got confirmed for my biggest job ever. This job would have like low-key set me clear, to be honest. I'm not gonna say the job because there's no real point now. It would have been a crazy start to the year. Let's just say that. It really would have put things in motion. But I'm not pressed about it though, because as I said with this injury, I really do feel like it meant to happen for a reason. What's meant for me is coming. Whilst that job would have been amazing and it would have set me off on a mad path, it just wasn't meant to be. So it is what it is in that regard. Sometimes you've got to view a situation as really, if you don't get that opportunity, you can't dwell on it and be annoyed and overthink about it. Because I've done that in the past, I can't even count, where I've missed out on jobs and opportunities. It's kind of got to me and it's kind of irritated me a lot, and then affecting everything else I do. You can't really think like that. You just got to realise that not everything is meant for you. Whilst it may be annoying that you didn't get that opportunity or that, say, promotion or whatever, stay positive and remain focused on what you're doing and just keep pushing, because what's meant for you is always coming. It's always along the way. And I missed out on a massive opportunity with the injury. Literally had to tell the company and my agency that, look, I can't do this job because this has happened. And they were obviously like, yeah, we completely understand. And I missed out on it. But there's a deeper reason as to why I missed out on it. It wasn't meant to be. All them opportunities that are meant for me are on the way. It's just a matter of time and me being focused and persistent on what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to create. But yeah, man, if you're in that situation, just stay focused and persistent, man. Because what's meant for you is coming. As good as the opportunity you lost out on may seem, deep down it probably wasn't the one. And if you got it, this would have happened and this would have happened sometimes. So yeah, man, you just gotta keep pushing. Keep pushing, because on this journey, man, there's endless opportunities. As long as you just stay focused and persistent, that's literally it. And that's all I've done with this injury as well. Just focus on my recovery and creating things and trying to design my own life. That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to see life as an opportunity to design something, not just I'm going to wake up every day and just live. The world we live in, you can fully create your own reality. And that's really what I'm trying to do. Even with this modelling, don't get it twisted, I do enjoy it. But I know that ain't it. I ain't just going to model. That's not the be all and end all of what I'm trying to do. More layers to what I'm trying to do. But we'll be going back to it soon. I pretty much just have to get back in shape. I'm not really far off now, to be honest. With modelling, you kind of got to be at the top of your game. People don't really realise that, especially for guys, depending on what sort of work you do, you got to be in like A1 shape and be physically ready to be asked to do anything. Because if you can't do something, what the brand or the client wants you to do, then they just won't use you. They'll be disappointed with you and they won't want to use you again because you've not met their needs. You've got to be on job really, because you're the person enabling that thing to be sold, whatever they're trying to sell. You have to really be on point, man. But yeah, man, we'll be back soon. So I hope that's cleared up what I do. And that's another thing as well. Literally right before the injury, I was planning to move and to get my own place. But obviously the injury came and then everything just kind of flipped, really. It was kind of peak in that regard because I was gassed to do it and get my own crib. But it wasn't meant to be, man. My dad moved away this year and it's my youngest brother's final year at college. So his final year before he goes to uni. So realistically, it made sense for me to still be at the crib. So he wouldn't really have, not guidance in a sense, but he needs like an older figure there, do you know what I mean? And I felt like I owed that to him. Because if I was his age and my dad left, I'd be a bit like confused and not know what to do. It kind of worked out in a sense that the injury happened and I did move away because I'm still able to be here for my younger brother. But that's what I mean, man, like, stuff kind of does line up sometimes. I could have thought at the beginning of all this injury, like, I missed out on a massive modelling job, then I missed out on getting a crib. But realistically, that wasn't meant to be, because if I moved and did get that job, I wouldn't been able to be here for my younger brother. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes it's just not meant to be. And whilst I've not been given new opportunities since that job, I know that it's coming. I'm not going to stress about it and think, oh, I've not had anything since that job, nothing's coming in. Like, I'm recovering. It's not time for that yet. When that time comes and I'm ready, the opportunities will come. I know they will come, because the opportunities that are meant for you are always on the way. You just got to stay focused and persistent. That is all. But man's at Lidl, gonna grab a few little fruits, then we roll on with the day, man. Having a lovely little Sunday right now. But let's go. We back. Little shop acquired. Little pineapple. And then we got the tangerines. For the new tangerine juice, A1. And your boy got some flowers, man. And them flowers, they're for me. I'm about to make the room look all peaceful. It's a Sunday, so every Sunday I do the reset, which basically is, obviously we hit the lab, we get some good nutrition in, and then clean the crib. You got a clean crib, you got a clear mind. Trust me, if you stay on top of that, you feel A1. It's so funny as well, I was holding them flowers, yeah. Bare of the women are just like second looking at me. Do you know what I mean? Because they're like, oh, he's getting flowers for his girl, he's getting flowers for his girlfriend. They're for me. They ain't for no one. They for me. You see him all doing up the sweet face, like, oh, he's a good one. I'm a great one. I'm getting them for myself. Get some flowers, man. Trust me. Things like that. Different forms of self-care. You just be feeling good. Having a clean bedroom, a clean crib with some flowers in. Different. Gonna get to the crib and fire up some food ski. I've pretty much just done fruit for the first half of the day. So I had tangerine juice, I had a banana, I had half a Gallia melon, I think it's called, 2 dates, and I think that's it. That's such a random start to the day, but I'm feeling energized off it though. I can't lie, I kind of slacked a little bit doing fruit at the beginning half of the day. I was drawn into normal, like cooked food again, but I'm gonna return back to just doing fruits at the beginning half of the day. The energy levels you get off it is just different, man. I've literally only had what I just said, and I feel A1. So we're getting back on that, man, back on that. And it's a big day, man. The Arsenal are at it again. I hate these guys, but I love these guys at the same time. I swear football, you have that relationship, man. Well, we got a big one today against City. City! All my Manny people know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, we got City away. You can already tell with my demeanour right now that I ain't looking forward to it. Last season, we drew. But we'll see what they do this time, man. With football now, I just try not to get too attached with it. I end up getting attached with it, I can't even lie. But I just try to think, oh, these guys are not paying me. Let me keep distance a little bit. But I'm still praying we win the league, though. I think we might do it this year, though. I mean, I hope we do, because if City win again, it's like, bro, what's going on at this point? That'll be 5 in a row. No, 4 in a row. No, is it 5? That's 5. That's disgusting. But yeah, if they do it again, this league is just done. Basically becoming Bundesliga low-key. But that's enough ball talk anyway, man. Tune into that later. But feeling good, man. It's a nice little autumn Sunday right now. The rain's pouring. I like these type of days though, can't even cap. Not overly cold. It's like, what is it right now? 14 degrees. You get a nice little jacket on. You can layer up in it in this type of weather. This is probably my favourite jacket as well. It's a 1960s-ish digital camo jacket, like from the army, what they actually wore in the army. And what's crazy, the Gore-Tex still works. If you know about Gore-Tex, you usually have to re-wax the jacket after a certain amount of time. But because this is military grade, the Gore-Tex just lasted by what, 60 years, which is crazy. My favourite jacket, man. There's always a decision of, oh, what jacket should I go with? And it just ends up being this one. One of you, man, were asking that actually about like the fashion stuff and all that sort of thing. Asking if I'm going to be doing it. 1,000,000%, bro. That is me to a T. I ain't forgot about JRNY. Trust me. Your boy couldn't really be doing fits with a cast on the leg, do you know what I mean? I still did a couple though to the appointments. I still did my few. That will be returning though, 1,000,000%. And I can't wait to do that. The fit skis, everything, even little shopping trips as well. And I'll put you, man, on game, especially in Manny. Because I feel like a lot of people don't know the spots to go to, the in-person shopping. Because it's tough these days, really. But I'm going to put you all on, man. And even just the normal day-to-day fit skis. I'm going to give you the 365 Joshua wave, you know what I'm saying. Landed in the crib, man. Boy needs to fire up some food. And we need to clean the crib as well. It's reset day, man, where we get all peaceful. We'll put some flowers in a pot. We get the record player going. You know what I'm saying? See, it's a vibe ski. You ready for the vibe skis? You ready? Let's go. We got 4 whole eggs, some salmon, mushroom, avo, and then sourdough. And your boy's done it again. It's a 4 p.m. ski. It's a regular occurrence now, the 4 p.m. brekkie. It's been my new thing lately, the smoked salmon. But I went co-op, you know, for this. And it was taxing on it, man. So, I allowed it. Did the little. Little always come true, man. For price and actual quality, it's way better than the rest. Also, we're back on the sourdough, but with this and normal carbs, like potatoes and that, I'm making sure it's in the later half of the day. So now it's 4 p.m. So I won't be getting that slump that would affect me for the rest of the day, you know what I mean? But
My team. 2-1 at the Etihad.
The delivery. For aggression in the running.
Madness, man.
You felt it was going to come. They swapped Doku out with Kyle Walker, but Kyle Walker gets...
Half time. Can't even lie, man. That felt like a full 90. Go 1-0 down. 1-1. We get a 2-1. We're winning at City. Then in the last minute of half time, guy gives us a red card for kicking the ball away. Remember when I said I don't want to get attached to this? This is why. Brain is fried. Second half, man. We're back. At this point, we just have to hold on. We've got to hold on and counter via Martinelli. That's literally it. Because being one man down against these men is not fun. You're just going to have to sit in. Here we go, man. 15 to go, man. Still leading. And they're doing what I said. We're seriously sitting in right now. Formation's like a 6-3. I think we might be able to hold on, you know. But 15 minutes in it, a lot can happen. Well done, Kai! You would have thought that was a goal, but it was a free kick. Last 5, man. 3.5 minutes. Last minute.
They're hugging him, they're congratulating him. Well done, David Ray. I absolutely love what you've just done.
96.5 of 97 minutes. There may be more beyond that.
I just heard from VAR that they're going to play to 99 minutes. There's 2 more minutes left.
We're going to add 2 more minutes, man.
999. Grealish. Kovacic.
2-2, man.
Crazy climax. A furious reaction.
What a game. Yo, I feel like I've watched 3 hours of football, not 90 minutes. That was intense. 2-2, will I take that? Yeah, probably. In the grand scheme of things, we were away, 10 men down. Yeah, I'll take it. 2-2. The dub here would have been mad. But these City players were rattled, man. Proper rattled. These lot are happy they got the draw. We're coming, man. I think we're getting it this year, me. I need to let my mind rest after that, do you know what I'm saying?